ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all the co-organizers of this event, and particularly the government of Tajikistan, for giving us the opportunity to discuss the challenges facing our water resources in this time of climate crisis. Your Excellencies, Fiji is fortunate to be one of the few Pacific Island countries with a relatively large freshwater system. We have over 5,500 grown rivers and streams in Fiji. They support rural communities in fishing, farm, irrigation, and transportation. And even the most remote parts of Fiji are blessed with drinking water. Our waterways are also a sustainable source of power for us, for up to 60% of our electricity grid. Today, Your Excellencies, these resources are at the mercy of changing precipitation patterns. Increasing dry spells not only cause decreased water flow, but have actually changed the flow of some of natural water systems. Sudden onsets of heavy downfall cause severe flooding and overwhelm drainage systems, and they wash oversaturated soil and pollutants into the rivers, which worsens the problem of precipitation. My government, Your Excellencies, has found it necessary to establish the Ministry of Waterways to manage Fiji's water system as an integrated whole. This ministry is now working to marshal all our water resources to mitigate flooding, improve farm irrigation, and create the right policy environment for optional planning and use of our previous water. Salination of our river systems caused by saltwater intrusion related to sea level rise presents another serious challenge. So we have made it a national priority to climate-proof our water utilities. Fiji is one of the first countries in the world to receive grant funding for our urban water supply and wastewater management project. The project aims to secure our major urban water system by moving critical pumping stations and water infrastructure 10 kilometers upstream. This will eliminate the risk of contaminating the water, particularly during flooding. With some 300,000 Fijians in the greater sewer area dependent on this water supply, we simply cannot take that risk. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, the Global Commission on Adaptation recently published a report on a global call for leadership on climate resilience. One of the key messages is that the number of people worldwide who may lack sufficient water for at least 1 month out of the year could soar from 3.6 billion today to more than 5 billion by 2050. We can only change this grim outlook through serious efforts in both mitigation and adaptation. Anything short of serious action now against climate change will severely not only make it exceedingly difficult for us to achieve SDG 6 on clean water and sanitation, but all 17 SDGs. Thank you.